So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Davis looking to pass. He uncorks one deep. Makes the grab down the left side. Hits the crease. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. What a display of explosion. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. Fires to the middle. Finds space on the right. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Give to the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Davis will throw. Fires toward the end zone. He's got it and just sashays into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. From the gun, the give, looking for room. That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this third down from deep in your own territory. Quick strike complete. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. Got the first down and still on his feet. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll ride the hot hand. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
QB draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Davis looking to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They'll give it to the back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From the gun, the ground game. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Dropping back, it's Helton. Fires to the right. He's got him wide open. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Eagles. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Going over the top. Holds it in on the left. Makes the easy catch and weaves his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air, it's Helton. Safe completion on the screen. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And the Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Bradley. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Georgia Southern in a hurry. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. And it won't make the connection going for the big play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Back to pass, it's Helton. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's complete to the left. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. And it's no good. He missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He'll toss it. Still running at the 40. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense.
This quarterback is making outstanding decisions so far in this game, and you've already seen it throwing the football. The guy already has over 200 yards passing, but he's doing it in the running game as well. Really good decision that time. Seeing nobody accounting for the pitch guy, you flip it out, you pick up a nice play offensively. Really good football IQ from the quarterback position.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got the back over the middle. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Makes the grab. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll run it from the gun. And he's in for the touchdown.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. Oh, how could that happen? He misses the extra point. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable 1st half so far. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this 2nd half. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this 2nd half.
We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 5-yard line. And now this offense will take the field again. Snags a quick pass on the left. There he goes. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job. Committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. The throw to the outside is complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Davis will throw. He wants to take the top off. And he's in for the touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they'll try to tack on 2. The option look. Now the pitch. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be brought down. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The Eagles, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Power football with the run. Spins away from one. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Here's a heat. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Got room to work.
Returner is tackled down at the 36, and the offense will take over. First and
Here
10.
comes the offense onto the field again. The give on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
On the play.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
On the play.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas. Get it together.
Now facing a third and long. Davis looking to pass. He's going for it all. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And here comes the punt team. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, Dave.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Oh, they're after him. Makes the catch. It's Smith. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Rushes on him. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here comes the Heat. That falls incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a grab deep. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Grabbed behind the line. It's Smith. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. And the Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To throw, it's Helton. Trying to set up the screen. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Grab near the marker, it's Smith. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Looking for the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand-new game. They're trailing by 11 to Pittsburgh. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking down the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Goes to the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. And the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Wide receiver going in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
Here we go, here we go. One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Davis will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Could have stretched the lead out there, but guys, it's still sitting at 9. To the air on 1st down. Heaves it on the run. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Working that left side now. Nice pick up there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the back. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Bradshaw. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Drives the back and leaves it on the option. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. The Eagles are on the move. Looking to throw, it's Helton. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
And the Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll send the back in motion. Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets in the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And we've been treated to quite the performance so far from both sides. Let's take a moment and have a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, you go from perfect position of strength. I get to salt this clock away. I get to run this out. I'm going to win to, man, now I got to put my back on the field, and anything can happen. Ball, and you can catch breaks, and so now go out and earn it. You had this thing under wraps.
Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They go to the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Caught behind the line. It's Bradshaw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Back to throw. It's Helton. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Under fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Southern.
Number 27.
He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They'll run it. Slithers into space. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Got room at the 35. There he goes. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Davis looking to pass. Got his man quickly. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the 1st down.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They'll run for it. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO. Nice throw, great catch, easy glide into the end zone for the touchdown.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one. With 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds, too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using it.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. On the move. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Fights off a defender. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They give it to him again. This time they stop him behind. Line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. And the Eagles backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Got the quick pass. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. On 1st down from their own 22. Dropping back, it's Helton. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. This upset bid. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Looking to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
And that's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on 3rd and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt.
He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the